UNLV is going to Boise State. Undefeated UNLV, mind you. Going head-to-head with the Boise State team that's also undefeated in conference. However, has 2 losses out of conference, right? 1 to South Florida in an absolute walloping first week of the season. And then actually a game that I thought they played pretty well, aside from the Maddox Madsen turnovers. And obviously, like, the offensive struggles were there for Boise State. But in general, I thought they held, like, at least Notre Dame, their passing game, like, in check. Getting off the field in third downs. Of course, penalties had a lot to do with Notre Dame exiting the field on offense. But this Boise State team is pretty decent, right? And by the way, 11.5-point favorites against this UNLV team that is undefeated right now. Granted, you look at some of the, if you're just looking at sniping box scores, right, it's not going to tell the whole story, but you had a 3-point win against Miami of Ohio on the road, 3-point win against Air Force, a 7-point win against a UCLA team that was playing really terrible at the time. You played against a Sam Houston team and, gave up 21 points there to them. And they're not a very good offensive football team at all. So this UNLV team, I mean, it's kind of like the island of misfit toys over there, right? With all these, guys names that you've seen before in powerful football, with Dan Mullen at the helm. I mean, it is impressive right now. Anthony Calandria slinging the pill, Jaden Thomas running the football well. I mean, what are your thoughts, CD, on this game? I mean, this line has me scratch my head, but I'm kind of leaning Boise State.
I am too. I will say I picked against them in a couple dirty dogs. A lot of it was just because I was forced to with the way that the board laid out. Last week, I really like New Mexico and the coaching staff they have there. But Boise State, every time, I feel like they just really impressed me since week one. I think the last time as a national media and a national stage, they were on week one. They got pummeled by South Florida, and people kind of wrote them off. And I was kind of in that too. I was like, you know what? Maybe not this year, the Broncos up there in Boise, but they've just kind of slowly turned around this. They're playing good football, like you said. Defensively is what I've been impressed with. Spencer Danielson, finally getting that defense to really, really hunker down and being one of the better defenses in the Mountain West, which is massive. Because you talked about, you want to V Dan Mullen, they got some dudes on that offense there. Calandria is about as tough as it gets in the Mountain West. Think back to Maeva, Dave Van Dampier, guys like that were just you just hated playing. And anytime they were in a football game, they were giving you chances to win because of how dynamic they are. But Boise State stops the run in this game. I think Dylan Riley, Sire Gaines, guys like that, they get after this UNLV front seven. Maddox Madsen takes care of the football. You obviously have some weapons with Ben Ford, Chris Marshall, former 5-star recruit, Matt Lauder, been there, seems like for forever. I think they get it done here. I think they cover too. Plus home field advantage, sold out crowd, a lot of good stuff here. I think it would take a Dan Mullen legacy, let's go win 43-41 kind of game if you're UNLV. I don't see that happening. I think Boise State takes control of this game early. They're still working for a Mountain West championship game. Obviously, playoffs are still actually on the table. The American could just kind of consume itself. You're going to have some real opportunities to build your resume in the Mountain West with UNLV, with San Diego State playing well as well. You can see them later on. So I think a lot of things are ahead of this Broncos football team. Give me Boise State and the points.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. I mean, this defense for UNLV, it's bad. It's really not good, right? And you look at you just went through all the talent for Boise State. They have loads of it on the offensive side of the ball, right? It's right now as a UNLV fan, where you're grateful to be 6-0, right? Yeah. You're grateful that you can hire a guy like Dan Mullen, by the way, to be your head coach after Barry Odom leaves, right? And has more success there than any other UNLV coach ever. And you're missing Jackson Woodyard. You're missing Cameron Oliver. You're missing Jonathan Baldwin. You're missing
Jalen Cataline?
really good football players. Yeah, he's playing powerful football right now. So like you're missing guys on that defense from just a year ago that made it pretty special. Like it feels like it is a Dan Mullen and Anthony Calandria, Jaden Thomas kind of show right now. That's, I mean, it's what's keeping you in ball games. It's what's winning you ball games. Like you shouldn't be. I don't know the right way to say this other than like you shouldn't be giving up 38 points to Miami. Wow, you shouldn't be giving up, 31 points to Idaho State. Like you are getting Air Force just did whatever they wanted to on offense in that game. They did whatever they wanted to on offense that game. I mean, you just happened to score last in that football game. That's what happened. You happened to score last. So I don't know. As much as I'm being very critical of that, I am excited for this game. And I think 11.5 points is a lot of points. I'll take Boise State. The thing about this, though, it's like you are going on the road for your boys. Or, sorry, actually, yeah, Boise State gets them at home. I mean, yeah, it's Boise State for me here. And a play on the over was a thought for the best bets. It was a thought. It's kind of a lot of points, though. 62.5. Still feels like it could be a good play. I don't know. That might be something that I take later on in the week, but I mean, it feels like very much an over spot right now, but I don't know. 11.5. Oh, excuse me. Give me Boise State.